Volleyball Championships. Now we're set for the boys' final between defending champs Selkirk Royals and the Steinbach Sabres, ranked number 4. We've got an exciting match. These teams have played a lot, and it's been very interesting. Selkirk is back to defend their championship, led by the number 1 player in the province, Michael Clegg. Coach Jeff Scarcello, what do you have to say? What are you looking forward to for today's match?
Looking for a great match. Hope we can perform as well as we have been, execute on the plays we need to, and it should be a lot of fun.
All right. Henry Kasdorf is coach of Steinbach Sabres. First time at the Provincial 4A Championships. Henry, what are you guys looking for?
Oh, we're just looking to have a strong, solid match. We're pumped and excited and ready to go. Our guys are here, our fans are here, our community's here. We're ready.
What do you have to do to knock off the defending champs?
Just play our game.
And what do you have to do to keep your championship?
Just got to execute the things we've been working on.
All right, good stuff. We'll get underway with the introductions right away. Up to Missy and Jules.
Thank you very much, Mo. We wish both coaches all the best, and similar to the girls, that's where they just want to have a good match. You're in a championship game here. We've got number 3 and 4 ranked, but easily both these teams could have been 1 and 2. Very strong teams. As we mentioned, a rematch from last year's junior varsity provincial championship game. So this one, we're almost ready to get started. I'm sure we're going to start with the singing of O Canada, and then we'll go to the player introduction, and then it is nothing but action.
Yeah, if it's half as good as the girls' final was, we're in for another great match, Mitzi. Should be very exciting. I just wish once the coaches would say what they really mean in those things. They're not looking for a great match. I'm looking to kick their butt.
You got that right, but they're keeping it, safe for this family show.
We got some serious fans in the building. You got Chris Coop in a wig, and former Sabre, former Westman, leading the Steinbach crowd over the Rowdy Mennonites to our left, and then across we got the Selkirkians on the other side, and they'll get going again after the girls already won, so they've got some cheering left to do. Look for another barn burner of a cheer fest here today.
Absolutely. We've got both teams lined up there. We get a look on our screen of the Steinbach Sabres, and in blue is going to be the Lord Selkirk Royals. Let's throw it down to the public address announcer, Tom Halleck, where they're going to be getting ready for the singing of O Canada.
I've already talked about him on TV, and yet he's still harassing us. No harassing us on TV, Coop.
Singing over Canada, and then we will have player introductions, and then we'll get ready for the game.
With glowing hearts
There we have the introduction of both teams. Again, Steinbach Sabres are in white with a bit of black, and we've got the Selkirk Royals in the blue with the black shorts. Number 3 and 4 ranked. This is the boys' championship game, a rematch of last year's JV final, and I believe they said that Selkirk also won varsity last year.
Yeah, Selkirk's defending champion here, and it's their title to lose. We saw Selkirk girls take a title away from MBCI, and now Steinbach's coming in here and they want to take this title from Selkirk. And folks at home, you're going to see two of the best setters in the province go at it today. Two quarterbacks in volleyball. If you don't know volleyball that well, a quarterback is like a setter, and that guy has to distribute the ball. And we've got the best setter in Michael Clegg in grade 12, and then you got the best setter in grade 11, and Eric Lepke.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a great match, and I look for big things from both of them. But both of them need to make sure they get their entire teams involved in this match, because there's a lot of firepower on both these teams, and they're going to need every bit of it.
Yeah. And the players you mentioned as setters, 6'3" and 6'5".
Yeah, volleyball's changed, hasn't it, Missy?
Yeah.
And they're still growing. And you're going to see Lepke's got a fantastic jump serve. He's going to start the match here for us, and he's going to put pressure on with his serve this entire match.
I remember him from last year. Solid player, very impressive. So, Steinbach starts with that serve. Thank goodness for a high roof there. Clegg got a back row attack. Lepke goes middle, but a great play. A lot of times you'll see players, the setters directed slightly over the net.
It was a little miss hit in the middle, and it got them a kill. Difference in this match, you're going to see a lot shorter rallies, Missy. It's going to be some spanked balls, and they're going to get blocked, or they're going to get kills, and they're going to rip on serves. And you're going to see Lepke continue to rip on his serve.
Nice tip in the middle by number 7, O'Hara. Play goes outside to Taylor, and he hits that ball out, but a net violation called against Steinbach.
Austin Taylor's going to get a lot of swings for Selkirk. He's their main attacker on their team. I watched the semifinals. He was fantastic, whereas Steinbach was a little more balanced in the attack, and a lot of weapons on that team.
That was their setter, Michael Clegg, serving that ball into the net. Going back to serve right now for Steinbach is Mackenzie Hildebrand. Schwartz with the pass. Clegg goes middle. That ball was hit into the net by O'Hara. I can't get over the size of these athletes. I mean, they're huge.
Some big boys out here in the middle. Selkirk is playing with some smaller middles, so Steinbach needs to take advantage of that.
What a set by Clegg there. That ball kept alive, but we've got a center line violation called against Selkirk.
Clegg did a really nice job firing that back set over. Tough break at the net there for Austin Taylor. My mistake.
Serving still is Hildebrand. Schwartz with the pass. Big one-on-one block. That was number 3, Lavely. Huge block.
It's going to be a physical match, and big blocks, big kills. It's going to be a game of swings, but right now, Steinbach started off the way they started off in the semifinal. Just came out on fire.
Ball kept alive by Shumka. Lepke one-handed set. Not many setters can put that to the power or left side position with one hand.
Not many grade 11s can do that. No, that's for sure not.
Back to serve right now is number 8. That's Austin Taylor. 5-2 is our score in this opening set. Great pass by Steinbach. They go out to number 11. Lowen. Back row attack, reaching nice and high, but going out of bounds. That was hitting there by Taylor.
They need a better dig on that first ball from Selkirk. Selkirk needs to use their skill and get the ball to Clegg at the net so he can take advantage of his skill and give them one-on-one blocks. They can't be having to deal with broken play balls all night.
Nick Reimer serving for Steinbach. And a service ace by Reimer. 7-2, a very strong lead initially in this opening set for Steinbach.
A lot of these teams have serving specialists come in to serve, and obviously Reimer's the Steinbach guy, and we're going to probably see a lot of him tonight if he can serve like this.
For sure. Nice pass by Schwartz. Nice middle attack by number 7. That's O'Hara putting that back to number 1.
Really quick attack in the middle, and they're going to have to do that to keep that Steinbach block off balance today.
Serving right now is Carter O'Hara. Nice pass by Lowen. Good pickup by O'Hara. Play goes back to number 11, Shumka, but it's Doug Hildebrand. Shumka's dug up again. Lepke goes outside again to Lowen. Scores.
Great hit by Lowen. He's one of the keys for this match because he's been out. Henry Castle was telling he's been out most of the season. He came back in the last month or so, and he's been a huge addition for him on the left side. More power and a very skilled all-around player.
Yeah, I heard he was injured and just came back, so it's good for them to be back. Great dig by the libero. That's Martins. Lepke couldn't chase that one down, but what a great dig.
Yeah, I was talking to Ryan Ratushniak, coached a lot of these guys in club ball, and he says Martins is one guy to watch tonight. He can really play some defense. Must run in the Martins blood, right, Missy?
Well, he's playing well, so you did say if he plays well, he's your cousin, did you not?
It's too early to tell yet.
That serve out of bounds by TJ Seekins. 9-4 is our score.
Big lead here early in the first set. Selkirk needs to keep these sets close. Steinbach, if they play free and have big leads, they're just going to roll here.
Lowen with the serve. Clegg with the dump, but right there is Lepke. What a great play. Free ball being put over by Steinbach. Clegg goes middle, but right there is number 4 with the stuff block. That's T-Tart. Wow, what a block. Let's take a look at this.
I thought that was on Steinbach's side of the net. Obviously, I'm wrong. I think it came under the net after. Great block.
Nice pass by Schwartz. They go outside to Schwartz, and he makes no mistake on that attack. This is like a slugfest.
Absolutely. Great run by Clegg. Fast set to the outside. You'll see it here on your monitor. Great swing by Schwartz.
And he is now back at the service line. Nice pass by Lowen. Hildebrand gets blocked. Big block in the middle by Austin Cooper.
Selkirk's going to need to continue to serve aggressively. They serve aggressively and force Lepke off the net. He can't run his offense the way he wants to. It's going to be a huge advantage for them.
That serve goes long to a service there by Selkirk. Going back to serve now is number 4. That's Keegan T-Tart. Outside, and that ball off the blocker's hands. That was a good hit by Taylor.
He's a smart player. He'll move the ball around. He'll hit it high. He'll hit it sharp. He's got every shot in the bag. Very impressive player. Fantastic match in the semifinal.
At the service line now is Greg Satcher. Nice pass by Lowen. Hit by Lepke, but it's dug up. They go back row. And a nice pickup by the libero Martins. Free ball being put over by Lepke. Clegg goes up, goes outside. And a big dig, chasing it down is Hildebrand, but a nice dig in the back. I believe that was by Lowen again.
Interesting there. I don't know if you noticed, Lepke actually hit in that rotation.
Yes,
I don't know if this is a wrinkle in there. He's a fantastic hitter as well. He hits for provincial teams, but in this, we expect him to be setting, and they threw a quirk to us there.
Free ball being put over by Steinbach. Nice pickup by Lowen. Lepke goes outside to Hildebrand. Clegg all the way outside to Taylor. Off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. Smart play by Taylor.
Very smart play. He was off the net. Used the block, 3/4 swing right off the top of the hands. You see it here on replay.
Lefty goes middle, but it's dug up, but uncontrolled by Schwartz. It goes out of bounds. 12-9 is our score. This one back and forth, end-to-end action.
Now you got Lepke back at serving. See if he can bring his powerful jump serve for a few points for Steinbach.
That was a bullet. Free ball being put over by Selkirk. Lepke goes back. Also a back row attack by Schwartz. Middle attack there by 15, T-Tart. And a little bit mistimed shot in the middle to O'Hara. Results in a point for Steinbach. 13-9 is our score.
A little bit of miscommunication from the setter and the middle hitter here. Clegg, being the leader that he is, said it was my fault, but I think he knows the middle hitter wasn't where he's supposed to be.
Big attack by Taylor.
Moving the ball around really well, Missy. Steinbach outside hitters got to turn their outside hands in or they're going to get ragged all day by Taylor.
Nice serve by Taylor. Nice pickup by the libero, Stevenson. They can't get to that third ball.
Steinbach passing the ball really well right now, giving Lepke lots of options when he's setting. Easy to run an offense when the ball comes right to the net when you're 6'4".
Hildebrand with the serve. Clegg goes outside to Shumka, who scores for Selkirk, staying alive in this one, only trailing by 3.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Shumka yet. He's their right side hitter. They're going to need all their outside hitters going strong all match.
Nice serve by Taylor. Big attack by Hildebrand, but it's dug up by Clegg. Shumka dug up also by Steinbach. Oh, and a big attack there by Steinbach.
Fantastic did by the libero Martins. And if you get your digs to the net, and really nice set by Lepke. Facing the net gives a nice back set to his right side hitter, Lavalley.
Back at the service line is Nick Reimer. Over bump. Free ball being put over by Selkirk. We've got a back row attack. Setter played that off the blocker's hands above the height of the net.
Selkirk looking for interference call, but the ball was clearly over the net.
Yeah. Still serving is Reimer. Clegg going outside to Schwartz. Off the blocker's hands, kept alive. Lepke going back. That's Lavalley.
I'm not sure what Selkirk was thinking there. Both blockers got stuck in the middle. You'll see it on the replay here. Neither of them got out there. Neither of them got off the ground. I don't think Lavalley's going to have too much trouble putting a ball away with no block up there.
Yeah, they like that play. They're still celebrating that one. Lots of game left to play. 17-11 is our score right now in favor of Steinbach.
Let that ball come to you, hands down, push that ball forward. Lots of it has been our mistakes. It hasn't been them controlling the play. They were making...
Couldn't catch what Coach Scarcello was saying to the boys, but looked like he wanted them to calm down a little bit on their passing. He said they're getting up and jumpy a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah. We're getting a good pass. They're out to that antenna. That inside set score with Shumka. Right, that inside spot is going to score on them out there. Lots of opportunities. Make the most of them. Here we go. 1, 2.
Well, Steinbach got the start they got in the semifinal. They got it here in the final, and they're a very physical group of young men, and if they can keep rolling like this, it's going to be tough for Selkirk. Selkirk needs to keep these sets close and use their skill and smarts.
Yes. Reimer still serving for Steinbach. It's a bit of an over bump, but kept alive. Free ball being put over by Selkirk, and it looks like that went on the other side of the antenna, so it's called out of bounds.
Fantastic serving by Reimer.
Yes, very good.
He's an inch away from stepping on the line almost every time.
I noticed that. And yet he's starting pretty far back. Ooh, that one off the top of the net. Schwartz hits it off the blocker's hands and scores for Selkirk. 18-12 is our score.
Much needed side out there by Selkirk, and it was a good pass on another great serve.
A little bit of seam, and that was enough to score. O'Hara back at the service line for Selkirk. It was Lowen having to put over a free ball. Ball kept alive by Taylor. Clay goes back. Ball's kept alive by Schwartz. Lepke goes middle. Nice pickup by Clegg. Free ball put over by Selkirk. Clay goes back again to number 3 Lavalley, but it's dug up. Shumka off the blocker's hands and scores for Selkirk.
Some big plays by the captain, Clegg. Great defense.
Back at the service line is Carter O'Hara. Lepke tries to save that with one hand, but being a back row setter, gets called for being over the net. Back row attack.
Game changes quick. If Selkirk can put some service pressure on Steinbach and make Lepke move. You can't have Lepke on the dot setting the ball every time.
That serve going just long by O'Hara. Back at the service line now is number 3, Stefan Lavalley. Power attack by Schwartz off the blocker's hands, kept alive by Lavalley. Lepke goes all the way out to Lowen. Back set to number 11, Shumka, but he hits that off the top of the net. 4 hits call. 20-14 is our score right now.
Have a look at the ref calling the captain over. Maybe he's telling Steinbach crowd to calm down a little bit.
Where the bench has to be closer in. Not sure what he's telling them. Schwartz with the pass. Clegg goes back. And a big block, 11 against 11. That's Lowen finding Shumka's number.
I give Clegg credit. He went right back to him, got him a one-on-one. Shumka's got to find a way to get that ball around the block, but it was a great block by Lowen.
Lavalley with the serve. Goes outside to Schwartz, who buries that one for Selkirk.
Big swing by Schwartz. He's playing really well on the left side. Him and Austin Taylor got to pass the ball. They got to do a lot for this team. The libero doesn't actually pass very often for Selkirk, so it puts a lot of pressure on him and Taylor to do a lot for them.
Attack by Hildebrand, kept alive by Stevenson. Goes back to Shumka, it's dug up. Oh, and a nice dump by Lepke. Very smart play.
See it here on replay. Lepke just waits till the last minute and hides that dump very well.
Serving right now is Jacob Lowen. A little bit of a missed pass there by Taylor. Looked like he needed to stay low on that one, but was still standing up when he went to pass that ball.
Coach Scarcello taking Taylor out of the game, I think, just to relax him for a few points. Pretty hard to come back down 8 points in the first set.
Clay goes middle. Nice pickup by the libero. Martins. Huge dig on Cooper. And he goes again to middle, but that one I think is hit off the top of the net.
Yeah, massive dig by the libero there. Not only gets a dig, he gets a dig that they can set and get an attack from.
Exactly. Talk about a turning point. Nice serve by Lowen. He goes outside to Schwartz, but right there is Lowen. Lepke puts it deep corner. Talk about a smart heads-up play.
Yeah, it was very difficult to set that ball, so he just decided to turn and fire it to the corner. Everything's going Steinbach's way to start this match. 25-15. Not too many, barely any unforced errors. They're making all their serves, and then you got Lepke running the show.
And at 6'5", doing an outstanding job of that. Some really good heads-up times to throw in that dump, and there we saw the last set point there. Steinbach taking that opening set by a score of 25-15. And as you mentioned, Jules, it was pretty much all Steinbach in that first set.
Well, I mean, when they roll, I've heard this from other coaches, when they're rolling, they're a tough team to stop. You got to get them to make some unforced errors. You got to put some service pressure on them, and then you can make your plays. But right now, I mean, they're a well-oiled machine, and you know, I think the entire team is just feeding off that semifinal win. They won 3-0, and Selkirk went 5 with St. Paul's. Was a good match, but it wasn't as crisp as Steinbach. So I think they're just feeding off that and moving in.
Right. Right now, we're just going to go courtside where Morris Glimcher is waiting with an interview.
I'm with Jared Long, principal of Lord Selkirk Regional School. Jared, pretty exciting evening.
I can't put it into words. You know, we had the girls' final. They did fantastic, and as you can see, the crowd's electric. We're really excited about tonight. We're off to quite a barn burner.
It's an awesome story. It was 1985 when both boys and girls teams won the provincial. At that time, it was a championship. Long time, so it'd be kind of nice to get a repeat for you guys for sure.
Oh my goodness, yeah. You know what? You got to feel so proud for the girls and the boys here. They work so hard, the coaching staff and the kids, and as you can see, they have a good match going on tonight.
And a lot of enthusiasm in the school today and all week, I bet.
Yeah, we have a sea of blue out there, and we have all the teaching staff and all the kids out here, and it's great to see them all here supporting our kids.
Fantastic. Thanks for your support. We'll take it back upstairs to Missy and Jules now.
Thanks again, Morris, and Mr. Long has to be quite pleased with his team, his school, both the girls and the boys in the championship game here.
Yeah, he couldn't be more proud. I can't imagine, and great for the communities, both Selkirk and Steinbach. You see them all here. They're having fun, and I mean, we don't get to see enough volleyball, in my opinion, in TV or anywhere, and I think people don't really appreciate how good these athletes are, and I love the fact that these programs have. And we're starting to see some new programs like, I mean, this Steinbach team, folks, they didn't just show up here. They've been built, you know, and these guys all play club volleyball, and I have to give a lot of credit to a guy like Greg Lepke, who, you know, he's done a lot in Steinbach, rejuvenating volleyball, and he's brought a lot of kids through the system out there, and these are benefits of playing some club volleyball, and now they're all at the high school level, and you're seeing the fruits of a lot of hard work by kids and a lot of volunteers out there to make programs very successful.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at the size of these athletes. Like, Selkirk is not a short team. They're sitting at 6'2", 6'3", 6'3", 6'3", 6'2", 6'2". And then you look at Steinbach. I mean, they've got the one person at 5'10", but the rest are 6'5", 6'5", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". Oh, my goodness. I mean, talk about the difference in today's volleyball with that kind of size. Nice set and attack there.
That's too easy a serve.
Hildebrand.
That's too easy a serve to start the match. He had 4 options on that.
Yeah, he did.
He had hitters coming in from everywhere, and it's pretty easy to score one-on-one when you're like that.
Nice save by Clay, gets kept alive, but we've got a center line violation called against, I believe, T-Tart.
He seems to know it. He acknowledged the referee, which is nice to see. When guys make a mistake or are on the net, they're not always whining that they didn't touch the net. Tough break for Steinbach, though, because Lepke just rocked that serve, and he can get on a roll.
Nice back set, and again, Hildebrand. I'll tell you, that's an advantage of a 6'5" setter jump setting. Talk about speeding up that offense. What a great set.
He doesn't even have to lob the set to Hildebrand. He just fires it right back there and gets him a one-on-one isolation set.
And that's something setters should be looking to see if they're creating that one-on-one, because that's when you're setting a good game. Nice pickup by Lowen. Goes middle, but a nice dig by the libero Stevenson. Free ball being put over by Selkirk. Libero there again. Martins. Stevenson again. Ball put over by Selkirk. See what Lefty can do. He goes middle, but Cooper right there. Lowen gets blocked, so Austin Cooper coming up with a couple of huge blocks for Selkirk.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. A little too many runs. I think Lefty overset the middle there. The guy was a bit tired. He had 4 swings in the same rally, and he's jumping on the block too. So would have been nice to see him throw a back set in there.
Oh, that one's a little bit tight. Oh, and I'm surprised he didn't get called under the net. Martins gets the ball. Another big attack, that time by number 3, Lavalley.
Yeah, Lavalley's a smooth player. Lefty's got to use him, and you know, he's establishing everybody. He's trying to force that middle and keep the block honest. That's smart. But after a few rallies like that, you fire it to the back set. The right side's where the money's made anyway, right, Missy?
Absolutely. Reimer serving for Steinbach. 3-2 is our score. They go outside to power. Schwartz with the attack, and it just finds the line. Lucas Schwartz with the big attack for Selkirk.
Yeah, Schwartz playing really well, and passing the ball, moving around on the attack. They need to get Austin Taylor going on the other outside now that he's in the front row.
Service there by Schwartz. Going back to the line right now is Stefan Lavalley. Number 3 for Steinbach. Schwartz with the pass. Clegg goes to Cooper, who hits it into the net. Like he over-approached that a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying to run a really quick middle, and so if the pass isn't right, it's a tougher set for Clegg to get it to him, because the timing is just so precise when you're running that fast a middle, and I know why they're doing it. They want to keep the Steinbach block off kilter.
And that ball is hit. Oh, I thought it was actually out of bounds, but my eyesight is starting to go, so that ball was hit in.
Yeah, not a great set there by Clegg, and Austin Taylor made a nice save hitting it to the deep corner.
Satcher is in to serve. Nice attack by T-Tart off Clegg's hands.
Yeah, Lepke likes the middle. He's feeding T-Tart and quite a bit in the middle.
Lowen back to serve. Nice pass by Stevenson. Off the blocker's hands, kept alive by Lowen. Lefty goes back to Lavalley, and it scores off the blocker's hands.
Yeah, smart hit by Lavalley. Didn't get the set he wanted, but he just had a nice chip shot down the line.
Lowen with the serve again. Back row attack by Shumka. Dug up by Martins. Goes outside to Hildebrand, it's Doug. Clegg pushes it all the way out to Taylor. Hildebrand gets blocked, but it's dug up by Martins. Hildebrand again, dug up. Nice dig by Stevenson. Free ball being put over. Lepke with the fast dump, but kept alive, and a huge dump, or tipped down to the floor by Clegg.
Yeah, great dig at the net. Lepke made the nice dump there, but great dig by the middle blocker, and then Clegg says, what you can do, I can do.
Better. Nice pass up by Martins. And that ball, I believe, was hit out of bounds.
Yeah, Shumka hit that one out of bounds.
Going back to serve right now is T-Tart.
There's 2 T-Tarts, so
There
I'm
is
guessing
2
there
T-Tarts.
must be brothers.
Yes.
Bronson and Keegan.
Keegan, yes.
There's always one block in the middle, that's all I know.
Clegg keeping that ball alive. Free ball being put over by Taylor. They go middle and just finds the line.
Bronson T-Tart takes off from where his brother left off.
There's Bronson T-Tart and there's Keegan T-Tart. Taylor gets blocked off the head and to the floor.
Great turn on the block by Hildebrandt. You'll see it here on replay. He gets that left hand around and boom, right back. And those are worth a little extra when they hit your opponent back in the face. I never liked those very much.
No. And that ball goes off the libero player, Stevenson, and out of bounds. 11-5 is our score in favor of Steinbach, who took the first set 25-15. They are rolling right now, and we've got a timeout being called on the floor. Selkirk takes a timeout.
Yeah, smart timeout here by Jeff Scarcillo. He's just got to relax the guys. Big block by Hildebrandt, gives them momentum, and then a shank by the libero yet. So, you know, both of those are tough plays to have happen to you. Now all of a sudden Steinbach again has stretched this lead out to 6 points.
It's inside, hands are dropping big time. Otherwise that sets out and he's holding on the line out there. They should know where that block is and get under and cover it. We're doing really well. Side up. We just have to get our side out game going. Pass, score some points. Blocking defense is there. Okay, it's all about side out right now. Here we go. 1, 2, go.
Coach Henry Kasserf got to be pleased right now. He's not much to say to the boys. Keep doing what you're doing, and you're looking real good.
And Selkirk, as we mentioned, just needs to sort of settle down, get some passes so they can generate some offense, give them some options at least, and keep the blockers guessing on the Steinbach side. Back at the service line right now is Keegan T-Tart. Schwartz with the pass. Shumka with the attack. Back row attack by Lavalley's kept alive by Taylor. Free ball being put over. Lepke goes back row to Lowen with that attack. A free ball again being put over by Selkirk. It's time to go to Hildebrandt, and he hits it off the top of the net. You can see it hit the tape. 4 hits called.
Yeah, he didn't get it. Hildebrandt didn't get outside and get an approach, and when the set was off the net, he didn't get any elevation and unfortunately hit the ball in the net.
At the service line is Austin Taylor. Nice pickup by Stevenson. Schwartz. Martin's right there to pick it up. Lefty goes middle. Nice pickup there by Stevenson, but the blocker, Schwartz, couldn't turn around on time. It came so quick.
That was a great dig. It's too bad for Selkirk, but another quick transition play, and Lepke's forcing that middle, and they're doing a good job. Bad toss there from Lepke. He threw it a little low, and he couldn't get on top of that jump serve.
At the service line right now is Carter O'Hara for Selkirk. 12-7 is our score. Good pass by Lowen. Hildebrandt off the blocker's hands. Hildebrandt hitting very well for Steinbach right now.
A great run there. He back set, get Hildebrandt's hitting really well on that rotation from the right side, and they keep going to him there.
Schwartz with the pass. Nice block by Lavalley. Clegg goes outside to Schwartz. Two-man block, but right there, free ball being put over, but it goes out of bounds. Good blocking there by Steinbach.
Steinbach's playing physical. They're big at the net. They're putting pressure on them, and Selkirk needs to pass better.
Hildebrandt with the serve.
Another great serve.
That's blocked. Everything going Steinbach way right now.
Yep. Substitution here for Coach Scarcello, bringing in a new right side hitter, number 2.
That's
PJ Seekings.
oh, and an overbump, but he hits the net. Is Bronson T-Tart.
He knows it.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes players get excited about that and almost start drooling when they see that over bump and no block. Whoa, big block again by Schwartz and Cooper.
Very solid block.
I'm looking at the size of the players again, and I look at Austin Cooper, looks short out there, and yet he's 6'3". And he looks short just because the other
That's
guys
because
are
the
so much
setters
bigger.
are 6'6", looking down on him.
Exactly.
Just very wise choice by Lepke. Go right back to Lavalley after he got blocked. I love that choice. Gets him a one-on-one this time, and bang, he gets the side out.
Yeah. Mind you, I'm assuming some of these heights aren't correct because Austin Cooper, they do have a 6'3", and they have Clegg at 6'3", and there's no way they're the same height. Oh, big attack by Cooper.
Now, they need more of that. They need some energy in here, and they need to get the momentum on their side. Great swing in the middle, as you see on your monitor.
16-10 is our score. Back at the service line is Schwartz. Lepke goes middle to number 4, Keegan Teetart. This is just back and forth with the kills.
Yeah, back and forth, good passing. Makes it a lot easier on these setters if these guys are going to pass like this. We're going to have short rallies then, too. Look for some more service pressure from both teams.
Lavalley with the serve. Clegg with that dump, and it's kept alive by Martins. Free ball put over by Steinbach. Cooper puts it in. Hildebrand goes for the set. Lowen hits that ball out.
Good swing by Lowen. I have no problem with that if I'm coaching. I've broken play, and he hit it as hard as he could deep to the corner and just didn't get it to come down in the deep corner there.
A game of inches. At the service line right now is Satcher. Martins with the pass, goes outside. Oh, big 101 block by Clegg.
Great penetration at the net. I'd like to see the replay on this. I did not think he had that much hops in him, but boy, did he get over the net. Watch his hands. He's way over the net. Fantastic block. Talking to Garth Pischke about Clegg, and he told me he's a fantastic player, and I think he's hoping he decides to go to U of M, and he does it again. 2 blocks like in a row there. Unbelievable. That's one physical setter.
Satcher still serving. 17-13 is our score. Lepke goes middle to Teetart. Oh, and a nice attack there by Taylor.
This is the first big run that Selkirk's had. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Kasdorf wants to do here. Is he going to take a timeout, or is he going to let the boys play through it?
They're playing through it. Still serving is Satcher. Nice save by Lavalley, but unfortunately it goes out of bounds and wide. Selkirk staying in this one, only trailing by 2 now, 17-15.
Yeah, interesting choice there by Lepke going with the back row attack. He's got Lowen on the left here. Look for him to push it out to him.
Nice pickup by Satcher. Free ball put over. Teetart right there. Lepke goes back row to Hildebrand, throws in the tip. Clegg right there. Then another free ball put over by Selkirk. They push it deep. Some miscommunication.
Too many free balls going over. Someone's got to make them pay for it.
Oh, and that time in the middle, O'Hara hits it in the net.
Tough break there. 3 free balls come over, and then they couldn't make Steinbach pay for it. All that work to get back in the match, two balls into the bottom of the tape.
Nice attack by Selkirk. Going back to serve right now is Michael Clegg. The score is 19-16. Selkirk trailing by 3. And a service error. Boy, when they're doing everything to climb back in this, that's the type of mistake you really can't afford to make.
No, absolutely not. 3 unforced errors now by Selkirk in the last 4 points. Steinbach was giving up some points, and now they can relax a little bit.
T-Tart to serve. Plague keeps it alive. Free ball put over by Taylor. Lepke goes outside to Hildebrand, and he scores! That's a very quick outside set.
Quick outside set. Hildebrand hits the fastball very well, and a couple breakdowns from passing on Selkirk, and now Steinbach's got that 5-point cushion back again. And at 21-16, that's going to be a tough cushion to overcome.
21-16 is our score. We'll see if we can listen into this timeout.
Couple hands on blocking, couple great rotations for us with that setter in the front row. They don't want to set 11. They're looking at that middle. Don't lose track of your job of committing on that middle. And once we get that, they start going kites and see balls, all sorts of stuff. Gotta get them out of their rhythm. Hey, tough serving. 10 or 11, we got 2 choices. Hey, let's go back X to Taylor, and then we got outside to PJ in the front set with the middle coming in. Okay? Not too sharp. Just up, high corner, you got lots of options out there. Okay? Let's be clean, let's execute, let's play some good volleyball.
Here Coach Scarcell talking about being clean. Wants the boys to be clean, execute the plays, and giving a lot of advice to every guy. He did a good job in that time. A lot of information he's handed out. I will have to say, he wanted me to ask. I said I'd say hi to his grandma in Thunder Bay, so I figured I'd get that in now while we had him in the timeout. And he's also got an Uncle Jack watching in Phoenix. So hi to Grandma and hi to Uncle Jack from Jeff Scarcello.
Nice. Great pass there by Stevenson. That ball hit off Steinbach and out of bounds. Going back to serve right now is Taylor. Taylor back at the service line. 21-17 is our score in the second set. He goes outside to Hildebrand off the blockers and scores.
Yeah, I think the Selkirk fans were looking for a carry ball on that first serve.
On the first one, yeah.
I think Hildebrand got away with one.
Usually if it comes to rest, they'll call it, right? Ugly goes, but not too ugly.
See what Lepke can do now. He missed his last one. See what kind of serve he puts in here.
Nice pass by Nielsen. Schwartz has to make an adjustment. It's dug up in the back row. Lavalley hits that one. Selkirk still in this one. Back into the game is Austin Cooper at the service line. Is number 7. That's O'Hara. Martin's putting that up high. Hildebrand right there, but Lepke keeps it. He's going to get called on 4 hits. I think he thought that hit a bit of the blocker's hands, but it went off the tape.
Oh, that was a good call.
Yep.
He was in a little earlier. The set was a little high, and he didn't get it over the tape at all.
Martins with the pass. Lepke goes to the middle. Nice dig by Nielsen. Big dig in the back row by Lowen. Goes outside to Lavalley. Nice dig by Taylor. Tip being put over, but Martin's right there. Lepke goes back to Hildebrand, who scores!
Hey, Hildebrand's been money on that rotation on the right side. Force in the middle and then set it up with the back set. It's a smart play by Lepke there.
Hildebrand is just having an outstanding match here so far. He is just scoring left, right, and center. Lepke with the dig. Lavalley sets middle, and he hits off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. So not even Lepke had to dig that one, so we had another player, Lavalley, setting that ball.
Yeah, Lavalley set the middle a few times. I think he must be a part-time setter or has set in the past. He's got soft hands, and every time he does set the ball, he makes a great set.
Yeah, that was a great play. Schwartz off the blocker's hands and scores for Selkirk. 24-20 is our score in this second set, and of course we had Steinbach take the opening set 25-15. Going back to serve is PJ Seekings. that serve is an ace.
Great serve by Seekings there. Needs 3 more of these to keep Selkirk in the second set here.
Hildebrand there, Martins forces that ball. Almost kept alive there by Lowen, but it was close to our table. So this one, 24-22. We've got a timeout now being called by Steinbach. So Selkirk a little bit more confidence here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good timeout by Henry Kasdorf here. And, you know, 2 great serves. And, they just need one side out to win this set. So 1 decent pass and let Lepke feel the game out and run the ball where he wants to set it.
Middle and the back set, and the same thing. You got help on the middle and the back set. Is it 15?
15.
Look for 15 on the 30. Look for 15 on the 30. You're going to help on that 30, and he likes to cut all that stuff to 1. In 6, let's play to this side, to the one side of it, on defense for that middle shot first. And then you got, 3 on the right side. Look at that cross-court shot helping there as well. Take it, and then look to drop out there. Okay? Great run here. Okay, we got them on their heels. We're going to hit number 10 again out there. Hit them. Let's get a block up. Get 23. Let's go.
Great coaching again there by Jeff Scarcella. What he's not expecting them to use number 11. I guess he feels since Lowen's coming off the injury, I didn't realize he just came back. He's basically saying they're not going to set Lowen. So helping the 31 and go to the back set is basically what he wants the guys to do. We'll see if Lepke answers that.
Oh, that just bit the back line. That's twice that they've let a ball drop. Players have to communicate there. You got to help each other out there.
That was just a great serve. PJ Seekings, 2 aces in the last 3. Gets him right back here.
Martins makes a mistake there. Lepke goes back to Lavalley, who gets blocked by Cooper and Schwartz. We are all tied up at 24.
Coach Scarcello called it. He knew they wanted to go to the back set. He sent his blockers that way. Lepke ran it, and they got it. Huge comeback here.
Absolutely. Makes a pass. Lepke goes middle, and no mistake there. It's T-Tart.
T-Tart.
What a great attack in the middle there.
Yeah, and coach called that one too. He says, be ready back to 1. He knew the middle was going to cut back to 1. He's a little upset the boys didn't dig that ball. But they got right back into it. They need a side out here. 25-24.
And Reimer, who's done a good job serving for Steinbach. Nielsen with the pass. Cooper kept alive by Reimer. They go outside. Oh, huge block by Clayton Cooper.
Fantastic block. That's his 3rd one like that this set. My goodness. This is a setter in high school. Send this tape to university coaches and they'll be all drooling over him.
Absolutely. Oh, and a service error.
Tough break there for Schwartz. He's been serving so well.
Back at the service line now is Stefan Lavalley. Nielsen with the pass. They go to Cooper, who tips it, but a great dig by Hildebrand. Free ball put over by Steinbach. Clegg goes middle, and Cooper scores. Just well placing that ball. Good play by Austin Cooper.
But a fantastic free ball played to the net so Clegg can take advantage of his athleticism. Look at how many guys jumped up with him in the middle. You want your 6'4" setters that are that athletic. You want those free balls nice and high.
Well, and you could tell he tried throwing him off a little bit with a little hand gesture there. Smart
sure
play
he
as a
did.
setter. Nice play, nice save by Lepke. Wow. Again, Lepke with the save off Clegg's dump. And that ball goes out of bounds.
Wow,
by
unbelievable.
O'Hara.
Great save by Lepke.
2 times.
Clegg tried to flush that dump down, and I'm not sure who got that. Was that Lepke at the net?
It was.
The battle of setters. You've seen some great setters playing here, folks.
27-26 in the second set.
And the Sabres got Hildebrand back to the front row where they want him.
Absolutely. Big block by Hildebrand. That ball dug up by Lowen. They're going to go out to Hildebrand. Nice pick up by Stevenson. They go out to Nielsen, who gets blocked, but it's kept alive. Free ball put over by Selkirk. Martins. Lepke all the way to T-Tart, kept alive, but a carry ball call on that dig. The blockers were keying in on that middle attack.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pump it out to Hildebrand.
Yeah.
I think everyone did.
Well, yeah.
And Nielsen in the game here on the left. I didn't even realize Austin Cooper's on the bench right now.
Clegg with the serve. Martins with the pass. Hildebrand off the blocker's hands, kept alive, but it's dug up by Stevenson. They go outside to Nielsen, does a roll shot. Lowen. They go outside to Hildebrand, who hits it line, but out of bounds. Selkirk with their first lead, 28-27.
First set point for Selkirk all match. Give Nielsen credit. He's not putting a ball away, but he didn't make any mistakes.
Exactly.
Coming in a crucial time when you're replacing not only one of your top players and making some plays for them. And Clegg doing some fantastic stuff out there.
28-27. Well, it's very difficult with the noise level in this gym to hear the timeout. You're calling this one, Jules. Who's going to win this one?
Oh, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. The match or the set?
This is set.
Oh, this set, I don't know. I'll call the play on the side out here.
They're going to go to Hildebrand.
I don't know about that.
Now, I'm just wondering, is Lepke front row? A dump would not be a bad
He won't
time.
dump.
No?
No, he won't dump.
Because he's going to go to his attacker, but right now, yeah, he is front row.
I think he'll play it. I'll feel it out. If it's a good pass, he might set the middle. He likes setting the middle in this rotation.
Actually,
he's got a lot of options here. He's definitely not. Oh, he's going to hit? No, he's not.
Oh, that ball!
Wow.
Goes out of bounds. Selkirk evens things up, taking the second set 29-27.
Yeah, unbelievable turn of events there. I think it was 24-20 for Steinbach. They had four. It was 24-19, I believe, actually. You have 5 set points and breakdowns, and Selkirk making big plays, and unfortunately the libero there at the end, just right through his hands.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, at the best of times you got to kind of tighten up those hands, but I do find this ball is heavier than what we used to play with, the Tachkara. Right now we're just going to go courtside where Mo is waiting with another interview.
I'm with Cam Kelbert, Principal Steinbach Regional School. Cam, pretty exciting action here.
Well, that's a lot of fun. Those were 2 really good games.
They're enthusiastic, the crowd and all that. Tell me about the school spirit. You guys had a successful football season. Now you're in the 4A volleyball final. Tell me what's going on at Steinbach.
Well, our school is getting bigger, and we're trying to compete with the city schools. So we're throwing everything we have into our athletic program to let everybody know that we're here and we want to play and compete.
That's awesome. You've got a first time, great achievement, first time in the Provincial 4A Championship. It's got to be something the school's proud of, and the coaches and all the kids.
Oh, it's been, our whole fall has been really exciting. Our boys volleyball team, we've been sort of sharing the top 4 positions all season. Like you said, some of our other teams are really doing well. The school is really taking advantage of building a good program in our school with all of the success this fall.
That's fantastic. It's great. It's great to have a new team in the provincials as well. Thanks, Cam, and hopefully everything goes well for the rest of it. We'll go back up. It's tied right now, 1-1 between Steinbach and Selkirk. We'll go back up to Missy and Jules.
Thank you very much, Mo. And right now we're going to take a look at some of the sponsors that help sponsor the Manitoba High School Athletic Association and a championship just like this. And of course, MHSAA will run championships at the AAA, AAA, and 4A level. without their sponsorship, a lot of this wouldn't be possible. A number of sponsors, and you'll see that always when they sell t-shirts as well. They'll put that on the back of the t-shirts in appreciation for everything that they do for high school sport.
Yeah, unbelievable set there. I don't know, Missy. It's going to be a great match. It's going to go 5. I'm calling it now. It's going to be. We're going to be here all night.
Oh,
That'll be all right.
9:40.
I'm fired up.
The heck.
How about the bench though? PJ Seeking's coming in off the bench. You know, 2 aces, and looks like obviously Coach Scarcell made some smart moves in that set that paid off, and he's leaving Jared Nielsen in the game. I thought maybe he'd go back to Austin Cooper to start this match, or Austin Taylor, sorry. But no, he's given Nielsen a chance to continue on with the run he just had. Shows how good a program you have too, though. You got the depth on your team, and you got obviously confidence in your bench to come in and make some plays for you.
Exactly. Eric Lepke at the service line serves that one long for Steinbach. And one thing Selkirk's also done that we saw also with the MBCI girls is bring up one of their JV players, Owen Schwartz, who's probably one of the top JV players. Fantastic player, a lot of size, and he's a player to watch for in the next couple of years. Lepke saves that ball off the blocker's hands and in.
That great block by Selkirk in the middle there. They're getting fired up, the boys. They're pushing each other around. It's a good sign.
Jared Fuchek at the service line.
There's another new player we haven't seen yet coming in to serve.
Whoa, big one-on-one block there. That is Lavely. Boy, was that textbook. Take a look at this play where he gets his hands and turns them in. Watch this. Nice.
Great one-on-one block.
Yeah, you see that left hand turn in, which is textbook. Back at the service line now is Mackenzie Hildebrand. Schwartz. Oh, big block, but it's dug up. Lepke goes back row to Hildebrand. Goes high off Clegg, but kept alive by Stevenson. Does it go over? It falls short. A good effort by Selkirk.
Yeah, great defense. Great hustle by all the guys out here, working real hard. They want this title. Steinbach wants this title. It's going to go right down to the wire.
Hildebrand to serve. Seeking's hitting that ball out of bounds. 3-2 is our score in favor of Steinbach. Back at the service line is Mackenzie Hildebrand. Nice serve by Hildebrand. And Schwartz ends up shanking that ball.
It's a game of runs, Missy, and right now, Selkirk's too many unforced errors to start this set, but it's only 4-2. But Hildebrand with some good jump float serves, putting pressure on the Selkirk pass.
Nielsen with the pass, Clegg having to run that one down. Schwartz, nice hit. No block there, and he made no mistake scoring on that one.
A great hit there by Schwartz.
Jay Seekins at the service line. Hildebrand with the pass, Lepke. Lavely puts over a free ball. Stevenson right there. Oh! And he turned around, made it look like he was going to do a side set and just volleyed it straight to the ground.
Yeah, it's an interesting way to dump it when you're touching about 11 and a half feet. I guess it's okay to set it straight down. I don't think many guys can do that. Most guys have to dump it down.
I could do that under the net, not over it.
That's a really unconventional dump there.
Absolutely it is. Nice block by Cooper. Mackenzie Hildebrand gets blocked on that one from the back row.
The boys rally around him too. Clegg's just, he's a true leader out there. You can just see it. And,
Absolutely.
As a setter, you just got to stay composed because you're the one running the offense. But he's definitely makes points. And there's
nice
another great set
by Lepke. Boy, did he turn and reach that one, jump setting high.
Yeah, it's tit for tat. They're both set the same kind of great sets back and forth.
Yeah.
Two great setters out here, folks.
Probably both about 6'5". I know they have Clegg listed at 6'3", but he's taller than all his other players that are listed at 6'3", so I'm guessing at least 6'5". Reimer to serve. Schwartz with the pass, Clegg. Oh! Austin Cooper doing a fantastic job in the middle.
The keys are the serve reception. They get the ball to Clegg and he gives them one-on-ones. They're gonna be very tough to beat. I mean, Steinbach's a little more physical overall, but the way Clegg's running the offense on this side, they get him the ball. He's going to get you one-on-one. You better put the ball away.
Yeah, Matt Evans to serve, another player in for Selkirk. Lepke goes back to Lavalley, off the blocker's hands, kept alive by Clegg. Cooper sets it, it's kept alive by Seekins, but it goes on the other side of the antenna. He was a little bit off balance. The ball was pushed pretty far outside as well.
Yeah, the two substitutions been doing a good job for them, but right there we saw both of them bad set, and then the other one set it into the aerial.
Nice pass by Stevenson. Nice dump, but it's kept alive. Lavalley puts it over, free ball. Clegg gets blocked, and reading that one was number 4, Keegan Teetart, as well as Jacob Lowen.
Yeah, he tried to dump that down. If he would have just sent it deep, it was too tight a pass to set, so he tried to dump it down and flush it down, but the deep dump was open there.
Yeah. Stevenson with the pass. Oh, nice dig by Lavalley. And he's going to go for the attack. And again, right there is Teetart. Oh! Clegg with the one-handed set to Cooper, who makes no mistake.
Clegg remembers that he's still the setter. He can't be scoring every ball. Great,
Exactly.
great one-handed reach there on the replay.
Well, and after
No
that
block.
dump, yeah, they went up with the setter. That left Cooper all alone. Satcher back to serve for Selkirk. 7-all is our score. Tip being put over by Steinbach. They go outside to Nilsson, who plays it off the blocker's hands and scores.
Nielsen bringing a lot of energy to Selkirk. He's making plays. He's not as physically, he's not as big jumper like Taylor was, but you know, he's doing a good job for them.
Absolutely. Contributing. That's what you like. Tip being put over by Nielsen. They go back to Hildebrand with the tip, and it scores. This one is just back and forth. So we're at one set apiece, and in this third set, it is just back and forth, point for point, just exchanging those points.
Yeah, great read by Hildebrandt there. 3-man block, just tip it over. The back row can't even see it.
Martins with the pass. Hildebrand, the roll shot kept alive by Phelps and put over. Nice play there by Lavalley. It's dug up. Back row by Seekins. Kept alive by Lepke. And Teetart right there, but he's blocked by O'Hara. Free ball put over by Steinbach. They go outside to Nielsen, but right there, it's Eric Lepke.
Big block at the net by Lepke there. They needed that. One-on-one blocks are huge. Lepke with the big reach inside. He's fired up about it.
Nice pick up there. Having to die for that one is Martins.
Wow, Clegg got away with one there, in my opinion. A little back set over the net. Steinbach Libero's got to be all over that.
Oh, and that one was an over bump where Selkirk just sort of watched it. No one called it, no one moved for it.
No communication there by Nielsen and O'Hara. One of them's got to throw that down the throats of Steinbach.
Absolutely. You got to make them pay the price for that over bump, but that's where you got to help your teammates out. Sometimes it's tough to tell when you're looking straight on, but when you got the angle, you got to call that. Nice passer by Stevenson. Good hit by Seekins. Nice dig by Tide. Oh, and Hildebrand down to the floor for the score.
big hit by Hildebrand has the Steinbach crowd going wild. I wish Chris Coop would put some pants on though.
Bad pass by Selkirk, 12-9. Probably the biggest lead in this third set. Back to serve, Keegan T-Tart. Schwartz with the pass. Seekins, Hildebrand right there. Lavalley, nice pickup by Schwartz. Free ball put over by Selkirk. T-Tart with the pass. They go outside and Hildebrand, who buries that one.
Yeah, I think Lepke's going to milk Hildebrand when the points are tough, and as I expected, here comes Austin Taylor back into the game. Great job by Nielsen, but I think it's time to make a change. And you know, Taylor's one of the guys that got you here, and it's time for him to step up and make some plays for them.
Yeah, but Jared Nielsen did an outstanding job for Selkirk coming in as a sub. They go outside to Seekings, and he is blocked again by T-Tart and Lepke. 14-9 is our score, one of the biggest leads in this third set. And we've got a timeout being called on the floor by Selkirk.
It's a deep ball in the last couple feet of the court. Some of them might be drifting out. Pay attention, I call that back line. Let's just get back another step out there so we can get our hands down and push it up. First option, where's my guy? Where's Carter? Where's Carter? First option, 30 to Carter. Let's go 30. Open him up. That'll keep Taylor open on the backside if we need it out there. Okay, 30 to Carter on the outside. PJ's outside, and we got to give cover. If we've got to pass off the net, they're going to have two guys high. We can't hit low middle, right? High off the hands, get a good swing, put them to the back of the court out there.
Tons of information from Coach Scarcello again. He seems to really be calm in the timeouts and giving them some good advice. He's looking to run a 31 and get a back set to Austin Taylor here. See if they can get the pass to do it though.
Talk about a slugfest here, Jules.
It's a game of runs, and right now Steinbach's got one.
T-Tart with the serve, Schwartz with the pass. Play goes back to Taylor. Hildebrand off the blocker's hands, he finds support.
Yeah, Hildebrand's being smart there. He's hitting the ball a little higher. Didn't get the set he wanted. Just hit it high and deep, and look at that, found the court.
Keegan T-Tart back at the service line still. Nice pass by Stevenson, kept alive. Nice pickup there by Lowen. Nice pickup again by Stevenson, the libero. We've got 2 hits being called.
Yeah, tough call there. Ball handling call on Selkirk, but it was the right call. Don't like it when a ball handling call ends a nice long rally, but
but you have to call it when it's there. Seekins dug up. Lepke keeps it alive. Free ball being put over. Play goes outside to Seekins, who makes no mistake. That was just a smart shot.
yeah, Seekins moves the ball around really well. He doesn't hit the ball with the same power as some of the other guys, but he definitely reaches high, and he made a nice shot down the line there.
Oh! Nice combo! It looked like T-Tart was going in for the quick, and they set the 31 to Hildebrand, who buries that one.
Yeah, he's that one-on-one perfect pass by Steinbach there, and Lepke and Hildebrand have a really good connection on that quick outside set.
And Lepke with the service ace. Into the game right now is Jeremy Shumka.
You see all the starters back in the game now for Selkirk. 18-10. I'd say it's pretty hard to come back from this one, but they came back last set. So.
Oh, and that ball's out of bounds on that pass. Yeah, they're ready to play that. Thank goodness they helped each other out there. 19-10 is our score. 9-point lead in favor of Steinbach. We've got a timeout being called on the floor. Selkirk calls their timeout.
Yeah, good service pressure there by Lepke. Not sure where he learned that jump serve from, but I don't think it was his dad.
Get your body, commit yourself and get yourself ready to play if you have to. But get that platform in position. Same thing with that dig where there's one arm and everything. Right, you're making the read, you're making the move, commit to it and go all the way on him out there. Right, you're swinging great, keep standing there out there.
Seems like the cameras are always in Selkirk's timeout. You never get Steinbach's time.
Hey, get lots of motion going there. Keep the hands down, make it pass, get that body behind it, keep it up on top of the net. Mike's getting everything up there tonight. Let's go. 1, 2, let's go. Come on, boys, get it pass, get it pass.
Stevenson. Schwartz keeps it alive. Lepke also keeps that ball alive. The free ball being put over. Hildebrand with the dig. Lavalley, free ball.
Lavalley's got to hit that ball. Lepke's not happy with him.
Yeah. That ball off the blocker's hands, kept alive by Lowen. Free ball put over by Lepke. Taylor with the pass. Play goes back and making no mistake that time was Jeremy Shumka.
Yes, Shumka back in the game, they need him. The right side hitter, they need some offense out of him. Hopefully that'll get him going and get them going as well.
Fuchuk back into the game and serving for Selkirk. Lewin with the pass. Hildebrand hits it down the line in front of Fuchuk.
He's basically unstoppable one-on-one, and right now Lepke's just feeding Hildebrand when he's in the front row. Now he's in the back row. This is where Selkirk made their run in the first set when Hildebrand was in the back row. 9-point lead is pretty hard to come back from, however.
22-11 is our score. Nice hit by Cooper. Lepke got caught up with one of the players there. Good help by his teammates. Got an attack there off the blocker's hands by Shumka.
And very important here now for Steinbach to get out of this rotation on the first try.
Nice pass by Martin. That middle attack by T-Tart goes long and out of bounds. 20-13 is our score. Still at the service line is Shumka.
Look for the back set to Lavalley here from Lepke.
Good attack kept alive. That was T-Tart putting it over. Schwartz is there, but we've got a net violation, I believe.
He likes to force the middle when the set isn't on the net, but I think it's time to go back set here.
And you called it. Lavalley right there, kept alive by Clegg. Schwartz off, no touch. You saw any touch there? That was pretty close. That was tough to tell. It almost looked like he got a piece of it, but there's no call.
Yeah, it was a good swing by Schwartz, really high. I thought he got the touch, but there's 4 linesmen out there, and that's their job to call it, not ours.
Yeah.
Serving specialist here.
Reimer is nice save by Stevenson. Reimer gets the ball to Lepke. He goes back to Lavalley. Hits that ball wide.
Miss hit there by Lavalley. Nice one-on-one location, and just over-rotated it. Well, they came back, was it 25 points last set. Selkirk needs to make a run soon.
Okay. Nice dig in the back row by Selkirk. That was a great dig by Evans.
A good swings by Lowen, though. I'm surprised they haven't set him more. I mean, if his ankle's bothering him, that's one thing. But, man, he hits a heavy ball.
22-15 is our score. Lavalley serving. Oh, we've got a line violation and a net violation called against Selkirk. That ball was a little bit tight. You saw Clay kind of turn, and he went to do that two-handed volley, but I think it was him that was called on the net.
I think he caught his toe in the bottom of the net. He was so high.
And a service ace by Steinbach, 24-15. Well, you could almost safely say this one's over, but
24-20 or 24-19, they made the comeback last set. It'd be tough to make this one, though.
yes. All you need is one side out, so. They go middle, and a huge block by Selkirk.
Wow, one-handed block by T-Hart with a big reach to end the set, keeping the momentum in Steinbach's favor.
25-15. So both games that Steinbach won.
Look at that block.
I know.
Wow.
25-15 are the two sets that Steinbach has taken. The one that Selkirk won was 29-27.
That was Hans Hildebrand-like block. Google that one, folks.
That's a name from a blast from the past.
The best one-arm blocker there ever was. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Selkirk the way Steinbach's playing right now. Looks like Selkirk boys, the starters are off to the side trying to regroup themselves, getting ready for this. They're not going to quit. Every guy I've ever played with from Selkirk is a guy who goes through the wall with you. So I'll tell you, there's a lot of fire on that team, and there's a lot of fire in that school for this sport. But right now, the momentum is definitely in Steinbach's favor, and they're playing some really nice volleyball.
And one of the names we've talked about during the girls' game, Rick Scott, but Jim Schreier coached a number of years in Selkirk till his retirement, and always had a winning program, has always done an outstanding job. Right now, we're just going to go courtside where Morris Glimter is waiting with another interview.
I'm with Bobby Milberg of Grand Park High School. Bobby's part of the organizing committee, and she has her leadership students from Grand Park. They're working in a lot of facets of this. How are the kids enjoying this, Bobby?
20 kids in total for the whole tournament, for the semis and the finals.
And do some of them play volleyball as well?
Yes, we had two teams of grade 9s that won cities this year. They're both here tonight, male and female teams.
Awesome. And so your kids getting pretty pumped up with all the energy and enthusiasm in the crowd?
Oh yeah, I think a lot of them see themselves here in 4 years at finals for Manitoba High Schools Athletic Association, but you never know.
That's great. I mean, without the volunteers, you can't do it. So it's great that these kids are willing to come out and put out their time, and thanks to you and everybody else.
Yeah, no problem, anytime.
All right. That's Bobby Milberg of Grand Park High School. We'll throw it back up to Missy and Jules right now.
Thank you, Mo. And we all know that this job cannot be done without the volunteers that are in place. It's a huge undertaking to run a provincial championship, and every zone is responsible for a certain sport, and this happens to be their zone, and they've got the student volunteers, which is a great opportunity for those kids to see something like this.
Oh, absolutely. And this is just a fantastic atmosphere. We got Michelle Sawatsky distracting us over here. Her husband's running around like a lunatic. The Steinbach crowd is in full force. They're behind us. Selkirk's in front of us. You see Selkirk on your monitors. But been some great fans here, great support. A lot of legendary volleyball players. I saw John Laboon in the crowd. He's senior
NBCI.
men's teammate of mine when I play with D. Boobin, and I promised the boys I'd give them a shout out. So Mike Clement, that's for you, buddy. You owe me a drink. But yeah, there's a lot of legendary volleyball players in the gym right now. It's great to see. A lot of them giving back to the sport and coaching club teams, and it's really awesome. This is
Oh,
fantastic.
big
volleyball.
attack there by Bronson T-Tart, starting Steinbach off just where they left off.
Lepke just loves that middle. He forces it. If I was hitting right side for him, I'd ask for a few more balls, but you know what? He's getting the job done.
Clay goes middle to Cooper. It's dug up by Lepke. Lavely goes outside to Hildebrand. The block is there.
I got to do that to Hildebrandt. They've got to get him a few times. He's just free swinging. He doesn't even have to look at the block. He's been so hot. And if you get in that kind of rhythm, they've got to get a few blocks on him to make him think a bit. Can't score every ball. Can't let him do that.
Hildebrand putting over the free ball. And Stevenson there. And that ball hit out of bounds by Shumka.
Hildebrand back to serve. These are the rotations when Hildebrandt's in the back row. Selkirk has to make some runs.
Nice attack by Taylor.
And that's the guy they got to get going. Taylor's got to get fired up. He's got to lead this team. See his libero give him a smack in the chest saying, that's it, keep it going.
Back at the service line is Greg Satcher. Clay goes outside to Taylor.
There's another hit for Taylor. That should get him going. He's got the cross-court shot kill, and now he's got a line shot kill. Good defense by Selkirk and great transition.
Nice pass by Martins. Oh, nice pickup. That was Shumka with that one.
Two digs by Shimka. Great run there by Lepke, going to Lavely a second time, and he hits the same shot twice, just hits it with a little more spank on the second one. Tough to dig those balls.
Back into the game is Reimer, one of the serving specialists, that's done a very good job from the service line. 3-all is our score. Nice pass by Taylor. Right there is T-Tart. It looked like that set was a little bit low.
That was a little bit low, and T-Tart was all over it. He was in the air, and he was over top of that ball before Selkirk had any chance of getting a kill on that.
Pass by Schwartz. Go outside to Taylor. Off the blocker's hands, but Lepke digs that ball up. Lowen.
Good block by O'Hara, staying there. He was up a little early, but he kept his hand sealed to the net and was able to get the block, and it didn't come back on his side.
Michael Clegg, the setter for Selkirk, serving. Hildebrand with the pass. Lepke goes back to Lavely. Off the blocker's hands and out of bounds.
He listened to me when I told him to set the right side more. Got to keep your right side hitter happy, you know that, Missy.
I do. Lavely with the serve. Taylor puts a free ball over. Lepke has to take that first one. Lavely goes to set it. Tip put over. Taylor reaches nice and high, but Hildebrand right there. Lepke with the dump, but he gets blocked.
Yeah, both teams ready now for the setter dumps. They've gotten a few kills with him, but especially on those high, tight balls, both setters have a bit of a hitter's mentality, especially Lepke, because he hits a lot too. But
Yeah. Oh, and then he does the back dump with the one hand. Nicely played. He figures, you're going to block me on my dump, I'm scoring next time.
yeah, I went right back to it.
Nice serve by Lowen.
Back and forth we go, side out volleyball. It's 6-all in the third set. No, it's the fourth set. My mistake. Steinbach leads 2-1. Selkirk's not going down without a fight here.
Back into the game is Jared Fuchuk at the service line. 6-all is our score in this fourth set. Hildebrand has to get up after that. Hits Taylor with the dig. Play goes back. Big block, but it's dug up by Taylor. Free ball put over by Selkirk. Hildebrand again. And we've got a net violation called this time against Shumka and Selkirk.
Didn't matter. The ball was in anyway. Hildebrand made a nice shot here. Tight set, he just rolls it to the deep corner.
Into the game is number 7, O'Hara, and back at the service line is Keegan Teetart. Taylor with the pass. Cooper from the middle. Wow.
Undersized middles, they're very good on the offense. Both O'Hara and Cooper running the quick middle.
And Cooper has pounded a few of those. Lowen with the pass. Nice attack by Hildebrand. Let's see if we can take a look at this one again.
A great run here. Middle,
He
right
didn't
over
have
top
a
of the
lot
middle.
of space
Not
there.
a lot of space. Had the line open for a second and took it.
Wow.
There we go. This kid's a player, folks. This kid is a player. You're going to hear his name a lot. He's only in grade 11. How many university coaches are going to be knocking on their door this year?
Yeah, no doubt.
Another
Wow.
one, just a bomb.
Oh, nice play by Hildebrand, knowing that Clegg was going to dump that one. So it was very tight to the net. Goes back this time. Oh! Big attack.
I like him even more now. He's set to the right side. Lavallee's on fire. Everyone's on fire. Balls are going in the crowd.
Well, it wasn't going to come back. when
Lepke's
Coop got
going
hold
even
of it.
harder this time, Missy. You watch this. This kid's going to rock this gym. Again, did I call it? This kid is a player. Holy smokes. Come on.
Eric Lepke with a couple of aces there. Stevenson having a difficult time, but that is a bullet serve. We've got a timeout being called on the floor. The score is 11-7. Timeout called by Selkirk.
Unbelievable.
We're in 4.
Got two of the best setters I've ever seen in high school
Where are
at
you?
this type of level. To go at it like this in a final, it's great.
Let's get Cooper ball. I love getting Cooper ball. Hey, I like that one too. Hey, get up there and let's score a ball on us out there. We've got a front row setter, passers. Hey, we've got a front row setter to keep that hands down and put them up on top. Mike will do good things. Every time you jump, they're jumping. So you can push and wipe. You can go deep. Right, they're going to expect them to be there on that ball now. You got lots, yeah, that one there. Hey, 4 points. Hey, 11-7, long ways to go, long ways to go. Okay,
We just get all of Scarcello's timeouts, so we never get the Steinbach one. But telling his passers he's got a front row setter, but you know what? These serves are going off them into the crowd. There's not much they can do.
No, for
They've
sure.
got to relax. They got to relax and get the ball to the net. What's Lepke going to do? He's going to take a little off after the timeout, or is he just going to keep wailing?
I think he's going to wail on it. And
Took a little off.
yeah, he did.
He's got to settle down now and run the offense.
Yeah.
It's a different mentality. You're jump serving, you're going full speed, and now he's got to calm down and run the offense. It's a tough balance to do as a setter. Can't always be in the attack mode. And you have to be on top of who's blocking on the other side, reading the game and running the offense.
For sure. Matt Evans serving for Selkirk. He goes back to Hildebrand, who throws in a tip, which is nicely set up after he pounded a number of balls. Kind of sets up the tip.
Especially in that rotation, I'm surprised the middle blockers didn't slide out that way. They've run Hildebrand basically every time on that side out.
Hildebrand with the serve. Taylor with the pass. Play goes to Cooper, and that goes off the defense and out of bounds.
Good hit there by Cooper, moving it around. Clegg moved it around, set him the back set, 61. Selkirk is still fighting. One run for Steinbach. Now Selkirk needs to find their run. It was side-out volleyball till about 8-all, and then we've had only one run this whole set. Good volleyball being played here, folks.
Satcher with the serve. Lefty goes out. Clegg goes outside, free ball put over. Lefty back to Lavalley.
Oh my.
Satcher was right there, and there's what was called.
Let them play. I don't know, he called the setter for being under the line, but it was a tough one.
Reimer back into the game. $13-9 is our score.
Serving specialist Nick Reimer back in the game. Doing a great job today.
Schwartz. Nice save by Lefty. Lowen with the attack. And a big block by Clegg, as well as O'Hara.
Solid block by Clegg and O'Hara there. Penetrating the net.
And the service error by Clegg.
Little miss hit. Unforced error there. Just got to refocus and get the side out right back. Look for him to set the back set here to Austin Taylor. They like to run that play in this rotation.
Lavalley with the serve, Schwartz with the pass. Clegg goes middle to O'Hara, who is blocked by T-Tart.
Great block by T-Tart.
Back at the service line is Stefan Lavalley. 15-10 is our score. That ball looked like it was going long, but it's kept alive. Free ball put over by Selkirk. Hildebrand. Middle to T-Tart, who scores.
Great free ball pass by Hildebrand, backing up like that, making sure he fired it to the net.
Yeah, because often when you're backing up, the pass is short, so he pushed that one.
Coach Scarcello bringing Nielsen back in, hoping he can provide the spark he provided in the second set to get them back in this match.
Lavalley. Stevenson. Nielsen with the roll shot, but T-Tart's right there. They go to T-Tart in the middle. He forces the middle there, and he scores. 17-10. That was straight to the floor. Talk about a fast middle. Here we get a chance to look at it.
Yeah, he really didn't have anywhere else to go. The big man
No, 'cause
left, he
he's
moving his
pushed.
feet fast to get to that ball and not carry it. It was close. Almost dropped it to his chin.
17-10 is our score. We've got a timeout being called by Selkirk.
And then we're trying to react late. Stay in that bunch position, that loaded position, and look to go up. As soon as those hands come from here down to here, that's the middle set. So watch that setter, hands drop, that's the middle set pushing out in front, and you get on that ball a little bit faster. Our guy in 6 has got to be more to the one side. Okay, most of the balls are coming up that one side, especially on the off the net stuff. Okay, and then they're looking to run that right side ball. Right, when you go up, hold, and sets that right side set. So watch that, roll, drop, and go back to right side. We've got a shitload of work to do, you guys. Okay, but do not give up. Okay?
Crowd getting into this one.
Yeah, Coach Scarcello employing on his boys not to give up, keep fighting. He knows it's tough. He knows it's going to be tough to overcome 7 points, but he's trying to fire up the boys. Steinbach's just playing such good volleyball right now.
They really are. At the service line right now is Lavalley. 17-10 is our score. Clegg goes outside.
Big side out. They needed that. Now they need Nielsen to make a run serving. Lepke's in the front row. Don't be surprised if you see another dump here.
Hildebrand goes to Lepke. Back set to T-Tart. Tips it over. Clegg. Schwartz hits it off the blocker's hands and out of bounds. Back at the service line is Jared Nielsen.
One at a time. Selkirk's just got to fight 1 point at a time.
Yeah, this could become a very different game if they get a couple points here. Oh, and that ball hit out of bounds by Lowen.
Quick timeout taken by Coach Kasdorf. He doesn't want this run to last more than 2 points.
17-13 is our score. As you mentioned, a timeout called by Steinbach.
I'm wondering if Coach Kasdorf isn't wearing a mic, and that's why we're always in Scarcello's timeouts. It'd be nice to hear a few of them. We're getting the visual, but we don't get the audio.
And we see some of the Steinbach Sabres fans. Again, this is a packed gym, a great atmosphere here at the University of Manitoba Investors Group Athletic Center, the boys championship game. This is 4A volleyball. We saw earlier Selkirk girls defeat MBCI. And we're watching the boys championship game with Steinbach and Selkirk.
Oh, you gotta call that. The ref's gotta call that, and he does. Terrence Elkey sees it.
Yeah, for sure.
Lowen was well into the net and over the line.
Yeah.
17-14, they're right back in it here.
Nielsen still at the service line for Selkirk. Hildebrand, perfect pass. And that ball hit out of bounds by Treetart.
This is a good just a great rotation for Selkirk right here. They can commit to this side of the court.
This is a huge point here.
Oh.
Two-handed dump. They read that one. Lavalley keeps that ball alive. Lefty chases it down. Hildebrand from the back row. Great dig by Clegg. Free ball put over by Selkirk. Nice pickup by Steinbach. And a tip put over. Another pickup by Martins. They go middle. Clegg right there. Off the blocker's hands and a net violation called against Steinbach.
It's a game of runs, Missy, and no one wants to swing. And they're getting away with roll shots and kills there, Selkirk. There's a couple balls. I'm surprised Selkirk didn't actually earn that point.
And you're looking at Steinbach's emotions kind of.
Oh, tough.
That's a bit of a break.
That was just a bad rotation for Steinbach at that moment. They weren't confident.
No, exactly.
Lefty didn't even know where he was going to set that ball. Looking in his eyes, he was looking around what to do in that rotation.
They were all looking kind of down there the first time I've seen that by Steinbach. So Selkirk's got to keep the pressure on him. Nice pickup by Lavalley. Martins takes that one. Free ball put over. Pushes it deep. Stevenson right there. Clegg has to chase that down. Schwartz. Players got in the way there. Little confusion on both sides. Big block by Treetart. Hildebrand makes no mistake. And that's a player Steinbach needs in the front row.
Yeah, he's having a great match. And on that particular play, quick set to the outside again. I don't know why Selkirk didn't go out there. There was no way he could set the middle on that ball because the middle guy had passed it so low.
Lowen with the serve. Net violation called against Hildebrand and Steinbach.
19-17 here in the fourth set. Steinbach 6 points away from their first ever 4A provincial title. Selkirk trying to hold on and defend their title that they won last year.
And at the service line is O'Hara. Nice push to Hildebrand off the blocker's hands and scores. Hildebrand has been dynamite.
He had a great pass there by Lowen in the back row. He's really comfortable in the back row. But and I think now that he's there and he's passing, it's going to be tough for Selkirk to hang on or to come back from this. They got Hildebrand in the front row.
T-Tart with the serve, Nielsen with the pass. They go back. Right there is T-Tart. Lefty goes middle. It's kept alive. Is set a little bit low. Big block by Steinbach. Oh, and that
Nice
ball
save.
goes behind the antenna.
I thought he made a save, but I guess not.
Yeah, no, it's behind the antenna. They're 21-17 at the service line is still Keegan T-Tart. A lot of those sets were going to number 11, Shumka. We'll see what Selkirk does here. Nice serve. They go middle, and that's Cooper again scoring for Selkirk.
Guy's been great in the middle. He's really crafty. Gets off the ground real quick, moves the ball around really well.
Shumka with the serve. Hildebrand. They go middle, and that time it's Bronson T-Tart with the kill from the middle. 22-18.
And now they got Lemke back to serve. They got Lavalley and Hildebrand in the front row. This is a great rotation for Steinbach right now if he can make these.
And off the top of
Catches
the net.
a break.
Yeah. Schwartz off the blocker's hands. Lemke there. Lavalley saves it. Free ball put over. Oh, and a nice tip. Like, you got to forget you got a huge setter on the other side.
Perfect set from Hildebrand.
Yeah.
He hasn't made a lot of mistakes tonight, but he's got to forget about it.
Well, and you probably forget that he's
Lemke's
front row.
going right back to him here right now.
Yeah. Schwartz with the serve. Lavalley, nice cut shot. Great pickup by Stevenson. Free ball put over.
Here goes Hildebrand.
There he goes. And he hits it wide.
Oh my. A little bit too sharp. He was going for the big home run kill.
He was. 22-20. Still at the service line is Lucas Schwartz.
22-20. We have ourselves a game, folks.
Lemke forces that one to the middle, and T-Tart hits that one long. That was a risky set. I'm surprised he even got it to him.
It was a great set, actually. T-Tart was
Talk
ready
about
for
forcing it, eh? Oh, and off the top of the net, get that T-Tart was there. They go outside to Lavalley, blocked. Lemke there. Goes out to Hildebrand, roll shot, but right there is Stevenson. Leg. Hildebrand, Lavalley, and a big block! Oh
Wow,
my.
Clegg can get over the net. My goodness. That was a fantastic
What
block.
was the lead in this one? I can't even remember, but wasn't it a bit of a lead?
17-10 at one point. It was a 7-point spread.
Oh, and that serve looked like it was even going long. Hildebrand gets blocked! Oh my! Selkirk takes their first lead in this fourth set, 23-22. Steinbach has seen enough, and they call a timeout.
Huge play by the Royals. Nielsen, big block. What a player. He comes in off the bench in the second set, comes in off the bench in the fourth set. He's making some plays for them, and they're just not going to quit. They're going to fight till the end. That Coach Scarcello has these boys, but they're ready to play. They're always ready to play, and they're not having a great game. They're making mistakes, but they're fighting till the end.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to see in a championship game here.
Couple unforced errors by Steinbach, and boom.
Something we didn't really see a lot in this set, but unfortunate timing to have these unforced errors at this point. All right, 23-22 in favor of Selkirk. Is this going 5, Jules?
I called it 2 sets ago, didn't I? I said it was going to be a 5-set match.
Who needs sleep?
Who needs sleep?
It's only 10:30. All right. right, back at the service line is Lucas Schwartz for Selkirk. They lead by 1. They trail by 2 sets to 1. They're looking to force this 5th and deciding set. Let's see what happens. Nice pass by Martins. They go out to Lavalley, who scores off Clegg.
Great
Big
run there.
hit.
Good pass by Steinbach. And a little change of pace, running Lavalley inside.
Yeah. And the player
Coming out of a
that's-
timeout, making a little bit of adjustment.
Yeah, Hildebrand is now back row, and this is an overpass, an over bump, but right there is Cooper and Clegg.
Can't happen. A free over bump's a free point. Steinbach's got to throw that down their throats, but great play by Selkirk at the net.
At the service line right now is Austin Cooper. They lead 24-23. And that serve goes long. Oh no, we're tied at 24. Talk about going down to the wire here.
Yep, and here comes
Reimer.
Reimer, yes, the serve guy has serving spectacular all game.
Hopefully that's not the kiss of death. Oh, and he's on the line. We said that before.
I have the monitor in front of me here. I didn't see that. He stepped on the line.
He stepped on the line. And we said he is always so close to
always
it.
close.
He actually did go on at that time. Hildebrand puts it to Lepke. Nice save. We have a net violation that time on, yes, the blocker did hit the top of the net. I think it was Nielsen.
A lot of net violations happening here in this third set. Fourth set, sorry. Great set there, by the way, by Lepke.
Yeah.
I mean, he turned and fed that back set. Looked like an overbump.
You're tied at 25 all. Lowen. Right there was Lavalley. Oh, big block by Selkirk. Oh my.
Is that Nielsen again with the big block on the right side this
It
time?
was Nielsen.
Great job. Now he's going back to serve.
26-25.
Yeah, it was Nielsen. He was on the right side this time.
This is a tough rotation for Steinbach. Tip put in by T-Tart. Schwartz gets blocked.
They get out of it. Lepke with the big stuff block with 26 all. Fourth set, provincial finals. Does it get better than this?
Take a look at that. There was almost a bit of seam, and they both closed at the last second to get that block. Great block. Nice serve by Lowen. Clegg has to chase it down. Bit of a roll shot. Right there is Martins. Lepke. Hildebrand is front row now, and he scores on that fast tip.
Smart play by Hildebrand there. That set was too tight, too low to hit.
And what a better player to have front row now is Hildebrand. That's your bread and butter tonight. And they lead by 1 now, 27-26, with Lowen serving. They've climbed out of this one. Can they do
Selkirk
it?
fans, or Steinbach fans, are on their feet here, folks.
Clegg. Oh, nice dig by Lavalley. Clegg goes again, back. Oh, and it's hit into the net by Shuvka.
There you have it, folks. The Provincial 4A title is heading to Steinbach.
In the fourth set. They win 3-1. Two of these games are in overtime.
Fantastic volleyball, Missy, from both teams. Give Selkirk credit. They battled hard. They battled back in the second, the fourth. This game could have gone 3-0. And then, before you know it, we almost went 5 sets, and give Steinbach credit there, too. Fourth set, made a bunch of mistakes, got the side out.
Well, and it was looking for a while there like Steinbach was going to walk away with this fourth set. Give Selkirk credit for coming back and almost taking this one, but good on Steinbach to take it in the end by a score of 28-26. So Steinbach wins this one 25-15, loses the second one 29-27, wins the third 25-15, and of course the fourth set 28-26.
And
What a match.
half the school is on the floor right now, folks. Take a look at that. Incredible match.
Absolutely. Sure, the school very excited. Pretty soon they're going to have to clear the floor, however, so the teams can line up and get ready for the awards presentation.
Yeah, two spectacular matches. Selkirk gets one title today. I know it would have been nice to take two back to town, but the girls got to be very proud of themselves, and so do the boys, for the well-fought game.
Looks like Selkirk's lining up, ready to shake hands. So hopefully Steinbach can get their team ready. Well, we're almost ready for the awards presentation. Both teams lining up. They'll start with the Player Choice Award, go into the All-Stars, name the MVP, and then hand out the hardware to both teams, including the championship trophy and, of course, the banners that both schools can hang in their gym with a lot of pride. So congratulations to the Selkirk girls as well as the Steinbach boys team. Talk about a slugfest, Jules.
And nice to see the boys. A lot of these guys do play together.
Yes.
On club teams, provincial teams. You see some talented guys, and you know, they're shaking hands, and it's nice to see that they can battle that hard and hug each other and smile after too. Some great volleyball players here that you're going to see a long time.
Yeah,
University level players, and potentially some national team level players here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of talent on the floor here tonight. Our university coaches must be drooling after watching this display of fantastic volleyball. All-Stars, your Player Choice Award and your MVP, and a much-deserved MVP, Mackenzie Hildebrand, who had an outstanding final.
Yeah, what a way to end your career in high school volleyball, right? Yeah, come out here and laid it all on the line, played fantastic. Everyone played fantastic. Lepke setting Hildebrandt, and Clegg had a great match. You know,
Absolutely. Now they're going to do the presentation of the banners to the runners-up, and then hand out the hardware, and then of course they'll do it to the championship team. And Selkirk has to be very, very proud. It's not easy to get here.
it's never easy to win.
No.
And remember what I said before about flipping a coin when you get to a final? Well, 2 years in a row you're in the final, you win one, you lose one. It's tough to repeat, but captains look a little tired. They're missing. I can't even raise the trophy after this match.
I don't blame them after the number of attacks. who defeated MBCI by scores of 25-21, 25-19, 21-25, and 25-22. And then, of course, our boys champions, the Steinbach Sabres, who defeated Lord Selkirk by scores of 25-15, 27-29, 25-15, and 28-26. Both going to 4 sets, both outstanding matches. Exciting volleyball, which is what you expect for a provincial final.
Yeah, I hope everyone out there enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a blast, Missy. Great working with you again. And
always
can't
my
ask for
pleasure,
anything more.
Jules. Yes, it was a lot of fun. These are great games, so congratulations again. We've got the Lord Selkirk girls, champions on the girls' side, and then we've got on the boys' side the Steinbach Sabres. So again, congratulations. Thank you to everyone for tuning in, and we will see you at the basketball provincials in March. Thank you.